Now let's hear from Kay what her future plan is and for her company and herself. Welcome back, Kay. So can you share with us your future plans about your company as well as personally what you're planning to do?
Certainly, Connie. You know, I have big plans for the future. I'm actually excited for the people that work here, and some of them have worked from 14, 16 years. And some of them are going to benefit from the future. I believe in what some of my early thoughts are. I am in the process right now of looking at a kind of a replacement for me, stepping in, and I do have people in my company that I'm looking as to be senior partners of the next version of Kay Lang & Associates. How we expand, and I think my goal is that all these people who have worked so hard should be able to benefit in the future and own a piece of what I've brought into the world.
Right.
And it's always about giving back in a way.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So it's carrying a Kay Lang design legacy.
Yes.
In a sense.
Yes.
And I bet that all your staff is very excited about that.
Yes.
And, yeah, trying to make that and so good. So if you do, if it happens and with all that is great, you're satisfied with, and what is your plan for you personally?
Jesus, you know, I don't know. That's a hard one because, you know, as we get to a certain age, obviously you slow down, but I don't think I'll ever slow down completely. Obviously, it's going to be something, it'll be different, you know. At one point I thought I'd like to write a book. I have so many interesting clients that I would love to write a book, a story about this design and this process.
Right.
And that's one of my thoughts. I'd like to go back to painting because I'm a pretty decent artist. So it's something I don't ever really have time to do.
It, yes.
You know, so.
Yeah, you become actually too expensive to become an artist when you're running the company.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
yeah, that's great. You know, they said that the fisherman fishes in the pier by the bigger boat, and then the reason is they want to go back into the pier to fish again.
Right.
You know, so we are actually doing the same kind of a legacy.
That's true.
And I know that you definitely earned your credentials in the industry, and you worked hard, and most importantly, not only a great designer, but a wonderful person, and which makes very different than, you know, just any company like you said. So explain to me, when you nurture your people, how do you see their future? What do you see Kay Lang Associates 5 years from now?
Well, you know, the business is changing so rapidly. It's kind of hard to put where I see it going. Although I really understand that people will always have the need for design. I mean, design is an ever-moving process, so you do have to keep up with the times. You do have to keep up with technology. Where the technology goes and how the design is going to evolve, I'm not sure about that, but I know that, again, it goes back to basics. If you have passion, if you have good people and people that are enthusiastic, well-trained people and team players, and you keep ahead of that curve, you know, or right on that curve, you're bound to be successful.
So do you see that new, I mean, I wouldn't say new, but this growing Kay Lang company, whether with you or without you, you probably always out there to watch over.
Oh, I'm sure. Even if I sold the company, let's say, you would have someone they would ask you to stay on for a certain length of time to mentor and be, because it really is, Kay Lang is a brand.
Right.
Now, I have designed some furniture, which I love to do, and fabrics and other things, textiles, and that's another avenue. Might be a whole new chapter, who knows? You know?
That would be exciting. It's always exciting to look at what's unknown, isn't it?
Yes.
And explore that avenue. So now share with us some of the thoughts that you have that we haven't talked about. Anything else you want to share with the audiences, and please be welcome.
Well, I think it's that one of the things as a leader in the industry and a leader to my people, I think it's really important that the education, the vendors, you know, everything stays current, to expose them to the current events. I think it's very important not to keep yourself in a little bubble because, we all have our little kingdoms, our own little worlds, and sometimes we have to step out of it, shake your own self up and say, well, maybe there's a better way I could do it. And I think that's important. I think that would be my advice.
So how would you implement that when you...
Well, I think it's an exchange of ideas, you have young people coming in this industry who are fresh in a different, fresh perspective, and it's good to have an exchange with them and talk with them and say, well, what do you think? How would you present this? Even though they might not have experience, they have those fresh eyes. And I think it's really important to not only have the experience level, but have that young eye as well. And to merge the two successfully, which is always not so easy with different generations. It's just being able to get the team together so that they can talk and communicate. And I think that's important being a leader too.
I think that's very, very wonderful because there are a lot of young people who are out there trying to inspire by your message and then wants to be the designer. And thank you for sharing that thought. Thank you, Kay, for such an inspiring messages today. And would you like to come back and for other time?
Oh, I'd be delighted, Connie. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us today, hearing inspiring words from Kay, one of the best designers in the hospitality industry. If you'd like more information, please come back, connietv.tv. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Connie TV.
Congratulations, Connie TV.
Congratulations, Connie TV.
The first online
internet
TV station
for the hospitality industry.
Congratulations, Connie TV. If you have not started watching it, you definitely should. Join us now.